The Cleveland Cavaliers recently signed Cleveland Charge standout Sam Merrill to a 10-day contract. They had an available roster spot and chose to use it for now on the Utah State product, who has been lighting it up in the G League this season by averaging 17.5 points through 18 games and looking very much like the 3-level scorer he was at USU. So where does Merrill fit in right now? How can he help this Cavs team? Let's take a look. Let's cut to the chase. There's likely one reason the Cavs brought Merrill into the fold at this point in the season: 3-point shooting. Something the Cavs are in dire need of at the moment, as they currently rank 12th in overall 3-point percentage and a troublesome 23rd in threes attempted with 31.5 per game. This is due in large part to a myriad of reasons, but perhaps no bigger than the fact that outside of Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they don't have consistent shooting from anyone else on the roster, especially from any of the reserves. Caris LeVert started the season knocking down 39.7% of his triples while still in the starting lineup, which was a span of 14 games. Since being moved to the bench, a span of 33, he's completing just 29.1% of those shots. Ricky Rubio is a playmaker coming off a torn ACL and has never been known as a shooter. Cedi Osman's shooting numbers may look decent on paper, but he's also one of the most inconsistent players in the NBA. For every 7-7 from distance game he has, he's just as likely to experience a 1 of 8 or 0 of 6 nightmare of a performance. Cleveland's 8th or 9th man most nights is Dean Wade, who looks afraid to even attempt shots right now, even though he's been pretty effective doing so in the past and was a big, and I mean huge, reason why the Cavs may have felt comfortable buying Kevin Love out. Those are your primary reserves, and none are reliable at this point. I mean, the Cavs only have 2 players taking more than 5 of these shots per game. Compare that to the Boston Celtics, who the Cavs just played last night, who have 5 taking that many. LeVert, the Cavs' leader off the bench in this category, and who ranks 3rd on the team, would rank 8th if he played for Boston. Enter Sam Merrill, a noted sharpshooter in college who was a career 42% shooter from distance and can hit the 3 ball from all over the court. He's managed to carry that same smooth shooting stroke to the G League, where he is converting a team-high 43.7% of his triples through 18 games. He literally just knocked down 10 in a single game for the Charge about a week ago. He can provide movement shooting.
Left to right, 7:26 to go, opening quarter. Top of the circle, catch and shoot 3, goes down. Charge ball out of the timeout, taken by the Charge. Swarm lead it 23-20, 3:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Catch and shoot 3, top of the circle is good by Sam Merrill. Shot clock ticking down inside of 10. He finds Merrill between the rings. Back up top, he goes to Francis. 6 to shoot, back to Merrill. Top of the circle, 3 on the way. Count it!
He can hurt you as a spot-up threat.
Feeding the ball at the appropriate time.
Merrill from the corner.
The step-through move there by Lozada, no good. He's able to tip it back out to Merrill. It's long 2.
Hell, he can even pull up on you.
You know, you could see some of the same mannerisms as Sam Merrill. That's what he makes.
Hard for me not to believe the Cavs couldn't use a man of his talents at this moment. He's got size at 6'4", already has some NBA games under his belt, and can do the one thing the Cavs appear to be struggling with the most: knock down threes.
Just moved down to 14, now it's to 10. Merrill for the win. He got it, there it is. That's how you do it, on the weave. There's your Elam ending. I love it. I love it. Of letting the crowd know exactly how things work. And the crowd knew.
Yes, it's only a 10-day contract, and for those of you who may be unfamiliar with how these types of contracts work, here you go. After signing a player to this type of deal, they can offer him one more before having to sign him to a rest of season deal if they want to retain him.